So I might have to stop saying that I don't like horror movies, but deep down in my heart, I do not like horror movies. I don't. However, welcome to Movies-aRe-USS, a satire movie podcast that acknowledges life imitates art and art imitates life. So movies are the story of the human and nowadays AI experience. So grab your popcorn and let's talk about weapons. I even think a movie has the essence of a moment to be scary. I personally might avoid it. I might avoid the movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not something I just jump to. Now, I do enjoy psychological thrillers, right? Get Out, right? Those types of movies, or even what's the series called? Twilight Zone, right? Those like, ooh, what's going on, right? Black Mirror, okay, cool. But even those, sometimes I'd be cool on those. So if I ever have a feeling like if there's a murder, or if there's a horror like aspect and someone's just killing somebody, or like demons or witches, anything, I miss it. I miss it. To be honest with you though, I'm glad I did not miss Weapons. I'm glad I did not miss Weapons. It was a great thriller movie. I don't know that I would per se say it's a horror, although yes, the thematic elements are in that category. The things that happen in the movie are more so thrilling or like, oh, whoa, more than just direct, gotcha horror, in my opinion. And I think there's a real line that has to be drawn, at least in me and my movie-going experience. And hop down below in the comments to let me know about your movie-going experience. But I think there's a real line that has to be drawn between like scary, horror, thriller, psycho horror, right? And these various areas of content that I think I don't once again lean to first, but I can find good pieces of work within. And I think Weapons is one of those. For a guy that would not think to go watch a scary movie, checked it out. It wasn't the most scary movie. And I think the other parts of this movie are done so well that it kind of reminds me when I watched it, which it is more of a horror, scary movie to me. However, there were so many elements of the storytelling, of the camera work, of the soundtrack that, although it was like horror, I was like, damn, this is like a good movie though. Like, this is just a good movie though. Like, you gotta respect when a movie's just a good movie. So, and I think Weapons fall into that category. I really do. One thing that for me stood out quite a bit was the cinematography. They pulled some shots, the way the camera would be set in the corner watching the story and the narrative being told by various people's point of views. I think there was a lot of fun with the camera work for everybody's story. I think there was a lot of pacing done with the camera work as well. And I think there was some, like, at the end of the movie, there's just like some slapstick camera work. Like, this is now a comedy movie we're watching, and this is a comedic scene happening in this scary movie. But the camera work is so, like, matter of fact that it really, to me, is one reason that I didn't even feel like it was a scary movie. That's kind of where I would say those other aspects of films and what you're doing can really transcend something. And I think that's what we're seeing with Weapons. I think this is why it's having a great weekends, and people are watching it. Instagram, TikTok, a lot of spaces are talking about this movie. It's an original IP of a movie. This has been a great year for original IP movies, but why are people willing to go check this out? Why wasn't this just considered another horror movie? Well, I think those other aspects, like the camera work, the comedic timing of some things in the movie, and the lack of actual just horror and even even how the story's told from multiple people's perspective allows the movie to breathe beyond the idea of just being a scary movie. And they didn't drop it in October. August was a good release for this, and it might get some life till October, honestly. So, now the movie has some plot holes. I won't lie about that. There were some plot holes in the movie, but I think all the other aspects of the movie makes you not really realize that while you're watching the movie. Now, when you get out the movie, you're like, now, wait a minute. Wait, that kid asked very direct questions and didn't get one answer, right? Like, there's some areas where the plot falls apart, but they made a good movie. As long as you make a good movie, nobody cares. The acting. This was supposed to have a, per se, more star-studded cast. And I don't know why, but I loved everybody in the movie. I thought all the actors showed up. The child actors showed up. Everyone showed up, did their job, and put on a great fucking movie. So, for those who don't like horror, don't check this movie out. And I'm with you. I would not have gone and seen this movie. I was convinced. Let's say it like that. But if you are into horror, you should check this movie out. If you're not like either way on it, you should check this movie out. And you know, I think that's what cinema's for. You can catch a vibe and enjoy the experience of a movie, even if it's not what you choose to frequent. And I don't frequent these movies. Now, I did check out Together. We'll be dropping a movie pod on Together. I also checked out The Naked Gun. So another episode coming your way, and why hard art comedy has to be respected. You gotta respect the hard art of comedy. Like, you have to. You gotta be willing to go there, in my opinion. So, hop down below. Let me know if you'll see Weapons. If you won't see Weapons, let me know. You say, Russ, I ain't seeing Weapons. Ain't no chances of me seeing Weapons. Maybe you gotta watch it on DVD or on streaming when it gets to the crib and you can have the lights on, right? There's always different ways to watch and enjoy these films. So I'm just glad I got to get back on this mic, get back to talking to y'all. Thank y'all for giving this a listen. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at MRU.podcast and tune in for another episode coming to you soon.